2 miles, 8 miles done. Got my 9 miles, 14 miles, 16 miles, 20 miles. The night before the race, it's all led to this. We are going in, ready for battle. All right, this is Kenny Martin. This is gonna be the first video in my marathon training for the Flying Pig. Ran the half marathon last year, and I've done a few workout videos on this channel, but this is gonna be the start. It is January, got a long way to go. This is the start, and here we are. 20-degree weather, Cincinnati. First run. I'm gonna try to track every run to the marathon and see if I don't die during the marathon. Here we go. All right, 2 miles. Went from the beginning of the trail to the end. It's cold weather, messing with my lungs. But first run of the year. All right, January 18th. It is around 40 degrees right now. Got a freezing type rain going on. This is my hills for week 1. 4 down, 4 up. Monday, January 20th. It is 8 degrees out, so decided to do a treadmill day. 4 miles on the treadmill, half-mile incline, and it's the run update. On to the next day. January 25th, back for another hills day. Just ran it 5 down, 5 up, about 2 miles. January 28th, 6 miles. Last run of January. Still freezing out here, but up to 6 miles. Got to pick it up next week. February 1st, same hill, 6 down, 6 up, a little over 2 miles. February 3rd, 7 miles. Took absolutely everything I had. February 8th, switching up a little bit with bleachers and the track. Ran 2 miles, a little over 2 miles, up and down bleachers, around the track, switching up. All right, February 11th, going for a 9-mile run. It just started snowing. I'm gonna see how this goes. See how much snow there is by the end of the run. All right, after the run, got my 9 miles in the snowstorm. Went from 7 miles to 9. It's February 11th, trying to track my progress. Really hope to have some warmer weather, but I'm hoping this cold weather is good training for the lungs. Continue the marathon progress. All right, running update, February 15th. Got a crappy rainy day today, so I didn't want to ruin my shoes, so I decided to go to the gym. Got 3 miles of hills in, incline. All right, February 18th. We have some absolutely frigid temperatures outside. This is where the training really kicks in here. Ran 9 miles last week, getting a traffic to go for 10 today. Really got to pick it up. Trying to increase a mile every week to eventually get to 22-ish miles for the marathon. Feels like 11 degrees outside, so gonna be rough, but let's see where we get. 10 miles, finally got it done. An hour and 25 minutes, 8:30 pace. A little slower than I wanted, but increasing the distance. 7 hills down and up. Closing in the end of winter, hopefully the last cold run here. At least get out of the freaking 20s. 11 miles, hour and a half. Got about 1,100 calories burned, and we keep going on. It's definitely getting very difficult. Had beautiful weather today, so can't complain. Gone to 12 miles next week. March 1st, 8 hills, down and up, a little over 3 miles. It is March 4th. We are continuing this running series here leading up to the marathon. Today I am going for 12 miles, changed to a different location. Can't really see it, but I am at Lunkin right now, a more flat, wide open space. So today, get serious. I'm not bringing a water yet, but I'm getting close to where I'm gonna have to bring a water. Ate a little bit of a banana before this, but it's starting to get serious. And here we go with 12 miles. 12 miles, had a 7:46 pace. Definitely flat ground, so it's different, very flat. There's a few hills, so it's a little different, but still pretty happy. at the 12 miles and feeling pretty good. March 8th, 9 hills down and up. We continue on. March 10th, I'm going for 13 miles today. This is the total I ran to last year for the half marathon. Literally basically doing a half marathon test today. Felt pretty good last week at 12 miles, but let's see how 13 goes. Let's see how it goes. 13 miles. 13 miles. Hour and a half. A little over that. 7:51 pace. Last week I said the 12 miles wasn't too bad. This definitely killed me. Man. But 13 miles, good milestone. Gotta keep going. March 15th, 5 hills down and up, dead sprints this time now. So there's about 2 miles. 14 miles was very brutal. I didn't stop, no stops this run, but the last mile was absolutely brutal. Freaking barely made it through it, but still went up a mile, increased next week, and we keep going. March 22nd, 5 hills up and down, sprints, definitely burned out, but we continue on either way. March 24th, 15 miles. It took just over 2 hours, 2 hours, 1 minute. It's safe to say it took a lot of motivation to start running today. 15 miles, current status, everything hurts. My legs are done. I want to sit down so bad, but you can't, or else my legs will lock up. We're about a month away from May the 4th, the date of the marathon. We got tornadic winds out here. It's insanely windy. Did not make it easy, but I guess it's good training. March 28th. Just did hills, 5 down, 5 up sprints. This is the first run after my cold. Definitely still got some mucus in the lungs. I think this was a good run to get me back up to speed. Going for long distance next week. Definitely had to shake off some cobwebs. It's rough recovering from a cold and then running, but we get back at it, continue, and move on. April 1st, 16 miles. And no, that's not April Fool's joke. Ran 16 miles. Instead of the there and back runs, I did like a around the township type run. Definitely feeling it. First run after my sickness, but we move on. 16 miles, 17 miles next week. April 5th, Saturday. We are getting a lot closer to the marathon, and here we are today in a different location. This is a hill at a park near my house. Very steep hill. Probably like a quarter mile straight uphill. All right, after the run, did 5 up and down on this hill, and this hill is brutal. Great training, but 5 sprints up, 5 sprints down. April 8th, I am going for 18 miles today. I did 16 last week and talked to someone at work who was tracking with other people that are running a marathon. Apparently they had already ran 20, so I'm trying to catch up here, and I'm gonna attempt to do 18 miles today. No, I'm gonna do 18 miles once I set it in motion. Can't turn back, gonna do 18. Got a little colder temperatures, but we are literally about less than a month away from the marathon, so gotta start ramping up here. It's getting serious, it's getting crazy. 18 miles. I am so dead. It's moments like this where I really question what I'm doing, but pretty much only 2 more long runs. Give me 19 miles and then 20, and then I'm done. I'm not running like this ever again, so gotta try to get through it now and keep moving. All right, it is April 12th, approaching the marathon, and for my hills day of the week, decided to switch up with some grass hills. Very steep hill here. Absolutely great training for running. Burns the calves, absolutely destroys the legs. And going for 10, got about 8 right now, I think. Gonna do a few more. April 15th, we're going for a 19-mile run today. We are 2 weeks, 5 days away from the marathon. This may be my last long run, so there's a potential chance I go for 20 here. Gonna be trying the gel pack today, an hour in to see how my body reacts, testing this out here. So I know I said I do 19, just did 20 miles. Oh my goodness. Took absolutely everything I had. 20 miles. Oh my gosh. Literally 0.2 from the end of the trail. Almost got run over. So I appreciate the old lady that almost ran me over at the library. That set aside, 20 miles. Just doing the calculations, probably my last long distance. April 19th, 2 weeks away from the marathon. Just ran the grass hills again, 20 down, 20 up, 20 up, 20 down. Took a little rest between 10 and 15, but continue on for the tapering run next week and then the chill week right before the marathon. April 22nd, 6:20-ish in the morning. This is my first tapering run. Did 20 miles last week, gonna be going down to 16 today. Trying to run a little earlier to get used to the early morning run. Not a morning person, but here we go, 16 for the first tapering run. 16 miles down the first tapering run. Got some baby geese in the background here. Figured I'd get that in the background. Feel pretty good. The last 3 miles were rough, but woke up early. It's like 9 o'clock. I was a little slower than I wanted, but I'm really not trying to focus on the pace. And now I'm actually going to buy some chocolate milk because apparently that's a good after run drink. So to the store I go. But we continue on. April 27th, exactly 1 week from the marathon. And I'm a day late on my hills for the week. Last few days had some knee pain, my right knee. It hurt to jump, hurt to run. I did a lot of stretching, did some rest, did an extra day of rest. Just did 2 miles of hills and it's feeling good right now. So definitely a little bit of a scare. I'm hoping it's temporary. I'm gonna try my run this week, 10 to 12 miles. I might try it, I might rest. Then we got the marathon. So I'm just hoping my body can hold up. It really sucks to have knee pain this close to a marathon, but there's nothing I can do about it. The knee is back. 8 miles done. Last big run before the marathon. The knee did not bother me at all, so we are back to it. A few days for the marathon. Move on to the marathon. The next video will be at the marathon. Here we go. May 3rd, the night before the race. It's all led to this. Don't want to dramatize it, but the race is tomorrow. I know in a lot of my videos, I'm definitely not like the happiest. It's usually when I'm just done with a run, absolutely dead. But night before the race, looks like a rainy day tomorrow. Most likely gonna have rain for the entire race. Looks like a 40% chance from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. So you're gonna have a lot of rain. Gonna be brutal. I've been told to bring some extra socks, but at this point, I just don't even see the point because the extra socks are gonna get wet too. Just hoping the rain holds off and is at least not that bad. But this is gonna be one of the last videos in this series leading up to a marathon. This has definitely been a lot of work. All the way from January, training in the 10-degree weather to start. And starting from 2 miles, training up all the way to 20, and now we take on 26 miles tomorrow, a little bit more than that. And put a lot of work into this. This is a lot of culmination here of a lot of running, a lot of training. I thank everyone for joining me in this series, and we will see how it goes tomorrow. And hopefully I have a video after the race. So here we go, night before the race, and I will see you all on race day. Here we go.
party after the race. And as we celebrate the 27th running of the Flying Pig Marathon, we'd like to recognize our streakers participating.
All right, we're here at the marathon. Absolute chaos. I believe I'm in Pigpen C right now. I am not sure.
Yeah, I think this is around B.
Bathrooms are ridiculous. This is what we got. We are going in, ready for battle.
Do you want a Snickers bar? Do you want a Snickers?
I have
All
one more
right.
jump.
Okay, bye. Woo-hoo! Go Jenny! Go Jenny!
After the Flying Pig, we got the family there. We've done a video every run and successfully did it. Had to walk for a couple miles, but Flying Pig's over. So everyone's happy about it. And make sure you subscribe. So I wanted to give one little minor update after the video. It's been like a month and a half since the marathon, and after the marathon, I didn't really go over the exact race details. You're gonna see my initial thoughts after the marathon after this, but initially my final results were 4 hours, 1 minute, 46 seconds. That was the official time at the race. And then in my app, it said a little further, it said like another minute. I think it's because it timed it before the race started, but I ended up at a 9:10 pace with burning 2.7 thousand calories and an elevation gain of 1,276. And overall for the race, I felt really good through 16. I felt really solid. I did have to go to the bathroom at mile 8. I had to take a minor stop there, but then mile 16 felt great. And then at around mile 20, I started really feeling it. 22, I felt okay still, but then by 23, it got rough. And that's where I had to start. I kind of walked a little bit, ran a little bit, and that 23 to 25 mile mark was the roughest part where I was about to quit. And I was considering having someone considering calling someone and having them pick me up. But then the last mile, I was able to jog, if you want to call it that, finish the race, and after the race, I was so unbelievably dead and mentally tired that I didn't even feel like talking. The video after the race is so short, and looking back at it, I wish I could have talked more for the video's sake since I did all these videos leading up to this, but that's why I wanted to do this. I was so done. It was hard to talk. It was hard to think. I felt sick. It was just everything was hurting. It took a lot out of me. This race broke me mentally, and it broke me physically. So it was a lot, but you're still going to see my thoughts right a couple hours after the race after this. But here's my thoughts right after the race. So marathon update. About 6-7 hours after the race. And wow. I know I didn't say much after the race, but I had mentioned the race took a lot out of me. Overall, how I feel, my digestive system is messed up. I looked up that you can get runner's stomach after a marathon, so I think that's what I'm having. My stomach feels like it's just messed up no matter what I eat. I saw that was common. My armpits are completely sore from the rain. They got messed up. The chafing, I put deodorant on, it is literally stinging, so I got that. My legs are obviously shot. My knees are hurting. My quads are dead. My shoulders hurt. My back hurts. I felt so tired. I just took a nap for like 4 hours. So, yeah, it's safe to say this took everything out of me. Marathon is no joke. I thought I trained enough to be able to do this, but I mean, the mental aspect of it is just something I never even realized. I thought I was prepared, but the best way to describe how I feel is the Batman Bane fight scene from Dark Knight Rises. I'm Batman in that fight. And when he says, I was wondering what would break first, your spirit or your body, my spirit broke first. At a certain point, I started walking, but then it actually hurt more to walk, so I started jogging again, and I felt like I was kind of stuck. But, yeah, I really tried to not underestimate this. I don't think I did, but it was no joke. Marathon is a real thing, and I don't think I'm ever going to run more than a 5K now from now on. Don't want to discourage anyone from trying to do a marathon or doing a marathon if you want to, but for the people that are doing multiple, that do a bunch in a row, and the people that were way older than me running these things, I mean, massive respect. Whoever won it, I saw the person first just sprinting. I don't know whether they were doing the half or the full, but either way, massive respect to the people that won this, anyone that placed above me. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that trained harder than me, that are mentally stronger than me, and massive respect. I congratulate everyone that raced. A lot of people out there training, running, and it was cool to be around everyone that loves fitness, loves exercising, being active. I mean, I had some conversations with people during the marathon, a few nice guys I met, and it's definitely it was a cool thing. It's cool to be around a bunch of people that like fitness, and it's definitely still the walk up to it. Everything about it is very cool, and overall, I'd say it was a cool experience. I almost died, and I appreciate everyone there that was supporting me, my cousins, aunts, uncles, my dad, mom, sister. It still will be cool to look back on this, see what I trained from, and at the end of the day, I completed the marathon, and can't say I'm going to do another one, but on to another chapter. I always want to be active, always want to be doing stuff like that, and just to show how tired I am, my arm is tired just holding this phone up. So make sure you like and subscribe, and I'm sure I'll be making another fitness video here soon.